For more on this, let's bring in Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danon. Danny, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Mike.
So why did Israel feel a need to strike Hezbollah at this time?
Well, let's make clear about it. We successfully foiled a planned attack of Hezbollah. We gathered the intelligence early morning that they are planning to attack Israel. And I'm talking not only about northern Israel, but also the center of Israel. And we decided to take preemptive action. And we were very successful. We targeted the sites of the launchers, and we destroyed thousands of rockets, and we intercepted the rest that they sent into Israel. And I think we sent a very strong message to Hezbollah. We don't want to escalate the situation, but we are ready for all scenarios. We are ready to defend our people, but also to attack targets deep in Lebanon.
In the last few minutes, we learned one Israeli sailor was killed, 2 Israeli soldiers were wounded. Is that your understanding of the casualties on your side?
Well, yes, unfortunately, the one sailor died because the Iron Dome interceptor targeted by accident the boat he was sailing. And we're now looking at the situation. We're learning what happened there. But overall, I think we were successful. Hezbollah had plans to target civilians in Israel, to kill innocent civilians, and we pushed them back. But I think we have to look at what will happen next. We will not allow Hezbollah to stay on the fence. We have 100,000 refugees who left their communities, and they have to go back one day to their communities, to their homes. So it's only a matter of time until either Hezbollah will move peacefully, thanks to diplomatic efforts, or we will have to use our might again to push them back.
Is this Iran trying to stir up trouble through Hezbollah as a way of undermining ceasefire talks?
Well, Iran and Hezbollah, it's the same thing. Iran is being funded, and Hezbollah take instructions from Iran. Sometimes they play the game that, they are not connected, but we don't buy it. And I think the Iranians, they saw our capabilities last night. They understand that we have very strong air force that can get anywhere in the Middle East, and I would not advise them to test us.
Let's show this tweet from Al Arabia's Washington correspondent, a timeline of sorts about these talks. July 10th, cautiously optimistic. July 19th, talks inside 10-yard line. July 24th, in closing stages per senior administration official. August 7th, as close as it's ever been per John Kirby. August 17th, closer than ever before per President Biden. August 20th, deal on brink of collapsing per U.S. officials. So where are those talks now?
Well, it's devastating. We know that the hostages in Gaza today are suffering. Some of them are not with us because of the circumstances that they have to live in the tunnels. And we are doing our best to bring them back home. But, we are not dealing with rational players. So some of our colleagues, sometimes they believe that, it's reasonable that they will accept the deal. But for the last 5 rounds, Hamas said, no, we don't accept the deal, even though Israel was willing to make major compromises. So we are not dealing with logical players. I think we will have to continue with the military pressure to bring them to a point that they will have no other choice. Their deal is to destroy Israel. They don't care about the hostages. They don't care about the future of Gaza, reconstruction of Gaza. They care about destruction.
What more can the Biden administration and U.S. policymakers do right now to help the situation and to help Israel?
Well, first, we are grateful for the support. The very fact that there is a presence of U.S. power in the region, it sends a very clear message to the Iranians: stay out of it. Stay out of this war. I hope they will listen to those threats. But we need the support. At the end of the day, we will fight the bad guys. But those bad guys are the enemies of the United States. Take a look at the guy we killed in Lebanon, this terrorist, Shukri. He was in charge of killing more than 200 Marine soldiers in Lebanon in the 80s. So we are fighting the wars of the United States, but we definitely need the support and the backing of the U.S.
Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danon. I know how busy of a time it is for you. Thank you so much for your time today, sir.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.